the things that we are seeing in the interest of kind of public announcement, right? Time to first demo is so awesome. How to get to time to first production, that's actually still a steep learning curve. So as you think about how you can help further adoption of AI, tool chain that can help customers go from demos to a production, that phase where putting enough rails, I wouldn't call it guardrails, but rails, so agentic stuff, looking at all the various traversals. Every run is actually a data point for future learning. So we're collecting a lot of that data, so then you can start going back and fine-tune or post-train your both the LLM side as well as the ML side. So I think we are at the end of this one. I'm sure you've probably seen the typical rack and pieces. So I'm going to kind of leave this for, yeah. So that's, I mean, we're beginning to see a little bit more confidence. Consistency in agentic stuff, still a reasonable pain point, right? Sort of how do you can bring that consistency, what models, how you can start tuning it to get that kind of stuff. The other piece where a lot of innovation is going on is evaluations. How do you evaluate your models? And I was talking about benchmarks earlier, right? Sort of, so how do you start building kind of even more confidence around the different LLMs, but also embeddings, data. So from the data to the embeddings to the full life cycle, right? Sort of, how can you bring purpose-built evaluations? And there's a whole platform, both open and closed, that's out there. I'm sure you're building things like that, Eval Studio, and using essentially AI to kind of be some of that a partner, right? Sort of, so I'm going to show a workflow on how we are using AI to do auto prompting. So if you do a fair bit of auto prompting and expose weakness, in the past you could assert conceptual soundness of LLMs. These days we are not able to do that, right? So because the LLM surface area is so large, we are exposing weakness of the models, as opposed to using the soundness architecture, which we would have done in the banking sector or in the traditional ML predictive AI world.